How's it going, all you scale model car junkies out there? Welcome to the Scale Model Car Podcast with your hosts, BG, Chuck, and Luca. So let's get going.
Hello and welcome back to the Model Car Podcast. I am your host today, Mr. BG, along with Luca C, Chuck, and our good buddy Jason, who is the Samwise Gamgee of the Lords of the Styrene.
Oh yeah, that was a fantastic one.
2 weeks it took me to come up with that.
Wow. Oh yeah, you've been thinking about that one.
I was cooking that one on the back burner for 2 weeks.
Wow, good job.
Excellent, man.
All right, boys. So we're going to have a topic eventually in the show after a couple other things, and that topic, please stick around for, is about I.P.M.S. and why should model car guys join it? Okay, so y'all can start cooking on your answers and stuff for your feedback. But we're going to start off with introductions. Matt, why don't you go ahead and kick that off?
All right, I will. I am Matt or Luca, whoever you want to call me. I have a channel called the Luca C channel, and there's my introduction. The next guy.
Okay, Chuck, how about you?
Well, I'm Chuck from Chuck's Hobby Spot. You know, the guy that says, "Why do you watch that crap?"
Nobody watches that crap.
I think I'm the only one that watches that crap.
Very small channel.
I did watch that crap earlier, though. I watched your video today, Chuck.
I do wonder why I have that crap on my watch list.
So I've got one viewer.
That one's Jason.
That's me, yes.
And that's why Jason's here. Jason, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name is Jason. I have a YouTube channel called the Blue Ox Model Shop. And I'm up here in the Northeast.
Northeast, yes. Jason is our... We bust in Jason every 2 weeks to do the show.
Yep.
To represent the East Coast, because he's the only one still awake when we're recording.
Yeah. Yes, sir. At least for the next 45 minutes.
Oh, well, we better get to work quick here, huh?
Yeah, right. The batteries are running down. Ooh. All right. So after the introductions, we're going to go ahead and do our round table. We're going to go around and everybody's going to talk a little bit about what they've got going on their bench or their channel. Let's go ahead and stick up with Luca. Let us know what you got.
I got nothing. No.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
I have been, unfortunately, this was a silly week. So every time I went to go sit down at the bench this week, I couldn't get to it. I really, really want to work on that Porsche build. And I know the Porsche build is due tomorrow. So it ain't happening for me, but I'm not giving up on this baby. I'm really having a lot of fun with it. But that's what's on my bench. Let me look over at my bench. I also see I have my Monogram 55 Ford F100 panel van that is for the USAC build, and I started tinkering with that little job right now. And if I can just keep the ideas from coming in my, because of course, even in this past week, I've had 40 different other ideas come flying in. That's my problem with model building, constant ideas. But I am going to stick to, I got to get on the USAC build. That's going to become priority now. Got to make it happen.
When is that supposed to be due?
That is due in January, but I really need to get it done before, because I got other things I got to get done. I got to try to squeeze in. I'm still not counting out our Christmas build from the Model Car Mafia yes. Christmas gift exchange thing. But I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's going to happen. I've got so many other things I'm thinking about, other projects. I just, you know how it is. You got projects that you want to, because of course the Jimmy build from our August to August build that we do in the Model Car Mafia, and then Chuck, all he did, his video tonight was all about that. So I want to, I want to kick Chuck's ass. I told him today at work. I said, Chuck, I'm going to build my Jimmy to kick your ass. So I'm fueled on that one. I've been thinking a lot about that one. So that one's really on my mind right now.
I have big plans, man.
Yeah, we're gonna duke it out. This is gonna be like you remember BG when you were you were building that 32 and what you call it? You called it a Chucky Buster, right?
That was my Chucky Buster. That's right.
And you came in a very close second to him at
I came in
last
very
year's
close
I.P.M., and you were ear to ear smiles.
If I had just pushed him down at the gas station like I did with Mark Batson, would have had it.
Absolutely. Well, I'll try that next time. But that's pretty much what's happening at the bench right now for me and the channel. I pretty much whatever I'm doing on the bench is happening on the channel.
Jason, what you got?
I was going to say, Matt, can you remind some of us that don't remember what's the Christmas build?
Okay, the Christmas build. That's with the Model Car Mafia. Every Christmas we do it over at BG's house because he's got a real Christmassy house. Him and Linda just put on a great meeting.
So there's like elves and reindeer running around.
It's one. Oh yeah, he does. You actually have 2 reindeer in the backyard.
I do.
Fantastic.
I'm breeding them. I'm breeding them right now.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. And they got this lovely tree. And
if you hear something weird in the background, that's what
the meeting goes on. And so everybody comes and we all take a kit. Who wants to be a part of it, wrap it up like a present and put it under BG's tree. And then BG and Linda, they call what you call names, right?
We had
to take turns who goes up and grabs
everybody got a number. Go ahead, Chuck.
Sometimes if you're lucky, you get a Californian.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
I'm hoping for 2. I'm hoping for a second one this year.
Oh my goodness.
But it's a lot of fun. I mean, that's almost the funner part than the build because everybody's build from the year before was on the table, and that was cool. And a lot of the guys got it done. I'm one of them who did not because that's my track record. But honestly, and I was thinking of not doing it this year because of my track record, but I decided no. It's fun to exchange a gift with one of your fellow members of the club. It's fun. We have that's the fun part of it more than the build, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, I fully agree.
That's really cool.
So
the gift exchange was a kick in the pants.
So that's it. I hope that explains it. Every club should do it. I recommend it.
I agree. I'd like to implement something like that into my club, actually.
You should. And by the way, your club is being represented by the man up there.
He is.
Look at that. He's wearing the hat.
He is. Not even I am doing that. Well, I'm representing right there.
There you go. I could actually run over and get the hat that Jeff gave me. But I'm not. I'll just keep this.
Cool.
But we're taking up round table time.
Yeah.
I'm taking over like I do.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll sit here and drink my chocolate stout.
Thanks for checking in.
In my Darth Vader class. So Jason.
So Chuck, what you got going on?
Oh, I got the USAC build. I've chopped it all up. I telling you guys earlier, I've got that going on. I do have the Christmas build going on. I just put the video up of the Jimmy. So I got that going on too. I got big plans on that. Like I said, I was going to kick Matt's ass with that car.
Yeah, not happening.
I'm going to smear him all over with that car. So. And, coaching the wife, she's building too. So she's actually building the USAC build too. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
That is very cool.
She's building a truck along with me.
Did she finish that 57 yet?
Oh, that T-Bird? It's close, dude.
Okay.
It's really close. It's nice. It's better than I think it's better than the Merc, so.
The Merc was beautiful.
Nice. When she puts that on the table at the meeting, that's going to solidify that she is a true model builder, man.
Nice.
Yeah. Knocking two out that
Chuck,
quick.
are you gonna highlight her truck as well as yours on your channel?
Oh yeah, I'll do that too.
Nice.
I won't do them so close together because I don't want to look bad, but yeah. So I'll just
Well, I hope it works out better for you than it did for me having Heather build something on my channel, because I get a lot of eye rolls and size and okay, I guess type of stuff. So.
Isn't there some sort of unwritten rule where you shouldn't place in a category where your wife is in as well?
Yeah, Yeah, I would think.
I don't go in those categories. I don't go in the categories.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because she will kick my ass if I beat her. And I don't want to look like Mark Batson.
Oh boy.
Well, that's because BG was trying to,
Yeah. Poor Mark's having a rough night and he's not even here.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
right.
We'll have to have him on as a guest one night.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I think did Jason?
Cool.
Did I miss it? I can't point in the right. I trying so hard. There we go.
Jason hasn't.
Yes.
Jason hasn't done his yet. Go for it, Jason.
Okay. I've actually been really busy this week. I've also got the USAC build on the bench, and I'm cutting the heck out of it, which is kind of outside my wheelhouse. So that's been keeping me busy. Getting ready for the show next week, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Getting ready for that, and I've switched to new recording equipment for my channel. So I'm using a new camera, new software, and it's throwing me for a loop. So I haven't actually posted a video this week because I'm trying to record a bunch and then stitch them all together at one time and then post them, schedule them to post, which is totally different for me. Usually I just throw my phone up there and do a video and wing it, but
some of us still do it that way.
Are we going to start seeing a little change in your content, getting a little more creative with the editing part and
yeah, I'm working that way.
Right on.
Yeah.
It's an inevitable way for your channel to go. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you got that stuff. Great. I have an editing suite. I haven't cracked it yet.
Oh yeah.
Just I don't know. Software and me don't go very well together.
No, me neither. That's my biggest struggle right now is I would love to be able to do a video, edit it, stitch it together, do whatever I got to do and post it all in one day. But I find that it takes me like an hour and a half to put together a video now instead of 10 minutes it did before.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
it adds, and you'll get quicker at it as you go. It adds a lot more to your work day for doing videos, but I think it enhances your video.
It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. There's things that I can do on my phone that are pretty cool, but I really wish I could do some other stuff, and I have to go to the next level in order to do those couple things,
Right.
The picture-in-picture type of stuff, or the little slate up in the corner like Matt always likes to do.
Yeah.
You can't do that on the phone.
No, you can't.
And if you want to piss off Matt when you're recording, start snapping your fingers.
This morning I just edited that part. Brian, I was laughing and cussing you at the same time.
Right on.
I got it.
That's the job.
I got every snap though. I got every snap.
Fantastic.
You guys can see that the other night we recorded our next episode for the model car guys. It's a good one. It is dude. It turned out great. The mic worked out really good this time.
Oh, perfect.
It sounded excellent. So this is going to be.
Are you allowed to tell us the topic?
No.
Oh,
yeah, we can.
No.
It was about alien contact.
Brian,
I'm all
I
in.
thought we talked about this.
I got this probe. Never mind.
Oh boy.
It's a Ford. It's a Ford probe. It's in the front. It's in the driveway. It's a car show. All right, so I am BG. I have a channel called BG Model Workshop. I also have a few things on the bench here, as I usually do, because I am known as the group build king, I guess.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So amongst the 7 projects, I have my nice little Porsche build sitting next here. It's the Tamiya Boxster Special Edition. It's all yellow on the box art. And I painted it silver and did a red top and interior. It's like 95% there.
And I got to say, I saw it in person the other night, guys. His interior is a knockout. That model, the whole model it's clean. You did great on that one, Brian.
I sort of wanted to do like a Johns Weber type of build.
You did,
Well, thank you. And I've been sending. Thank you. I've been sending him pictures, and he's like, "That looks great. What is it?"
What is it?
Was that a 260Z built or 280Z?
That was a 280Z, the Tamiya 280Z.
Oh, that thing was so nice, man.
Oh,
That
yeah.
thing was
Oh,
clean.
yeah. I have the feeling though, it's like I can be like, yeah, I'm gonna gun for Chuck, right, and then try to shoot for the type of build you do. But then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try doing this type of build. I'm gonna try building like this guy does. And then it's like when it comes to John, I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just appreciate that for what it is.
Oh yeah.
He's a good builder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean.
Pretty clean.
Oh yeah, and he obsesses over his builds. I mean, month. And then I'll be like, hey, how's that such and such going? Oh, I had to redo the quarter panel because there was a little nick. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, I don't know what happened to it. So I redid the whole quarter panel and reglossed it and everything. I'm like, dang, insane.
He's one of those. He's one of those builders. That's one of those. It's never good enough.
Yes. Right? Yes. He actually finishes a project because the show was the next day. So
don't you think everybody has that? A little bit of that. It's not good enough.
Oh, I fully agree.
Oh,
I fully agree.
I mean,
yeah.
Nah, I'm lazy. I'm much. I'll say it right now. I am.
I think Matt's actually the worst out of all of us because if it's not to what he's got in his mind, he doesn't even get it out of the box.
Back up there.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm right.
Absolutely.
I guess I'm insane too.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut, Chuck.
Oh, wow.
All right, and now we're no longer friends.
Okay.
So, modeling
the
world
second
news.
episode is the last episode. Good night, folks.
That was like the return of Murphy Brown. Let's see. Okay, but modeling world news. You guys got anything you want to share that you've heard about what's going on in the modeling world? Yeah, we need that teletype thing.
Anybody
other
got any
news?
Well, so the only news I've seen is the test shots for the box art of that new Mobius altered wheelbase car that's coming out.
Wait,
yeah?
hold on. What? Which? Where?
Oh,
Which
who?
one's this?
What? Why?
Coming to son of a. What was that you said, sir?
Dropped out for a second.
What is it?
So I believe it's the Dave Strickler Coronet altered wheelbase.
Yes,
Ooh,
I forgot
the
about
Cornet.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
They submitted the box art, and I saw some test shots of that online, and that car is going to be nice.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You know it is.
I have a couple of Mobius kits.
Think about their, the Ford trucks, but the way those Novas were, of course.
I've built the other altered wheelbase kit that they had come out, the Golden Commandos one, and that kit was beautiful. Yeah, so I'm anxiously awaiting this next one to come out.
Excellent.
I did the 66 Ford service truck a couple years ago. I loved it.
Yeah.
Went together really, really well.
Nice.
But cool. I remember seeing that test shot like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Sounds weird.
Yeah, and I think they're now taking pre-orders for the Demon too. That's I think since the last time we've been on.
Well, the Demon's coming from AMT. Yeah, that's the one.
Right. Yeah.
I'm looking for. Hey Chuck, I think you're gone quiet.
Yes.
Okay, you're there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, that Demon from AMT, they are in pre-order for that. I am so looking forward to that one.
So who's doing pre-order for it?
I saw that Model Roundup was.
Okay. All the carriers.
So the distributors are doing
West,
not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Model Roundup, Wes's Model Car Corner, and guys like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, there's another website I have to hit up.
I'll put that in my other thousands of model cars that I can't build.
Yeah, I know, but I gotta get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not a huge AMT fan. Sorry. I'm not a huge AMT fan. But that one is a must-have, I think.
Well, do you have the 71 Duster that AMT?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, it's that kit.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans?
I can be about 98% sure. Just because I saw the test shot of Tim Brown at the throttle power there, they let him pick it up in his video and show the underside and all that. And I could see some telltale signs that kit is based off of the 71 Duster kit. And if that's the case, it's going to be.
It's a nice kit. Yeah.
So that 71 Duster that came out when AMT was doing that, like when they were mixed up with Ertl still, and they're trying to stretch their
I don't know
model
if they
buildings.
I don't know if they were with Ertl at that point. I think that had ended, and they went through the streak. It was in the 90s, and they just started putting out a series of model kits that were just outstanding with separate frames. That was the big thing. The frames are separate, like the 71 or 72 Monte Carlo, the 68 El Camino.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Like that. It was that generation of kit
where you could leave the engine apart on the bench because you could see the pistons are at different heights in the block.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was just they were hitting a level at that point in time. I think that was when Hobby Code just bought them or something.
Okay.
So it was no longer Ertl. If you look, let me see something. I could probably tell you if I look at one of my kits that I can't see because I don't have the right glasses. Yeah, I'm trying to look, but I can't see. But I don't think Ertl's on there. I think it just says AMT. They kind of changed the logo, modernized it a bit. Remember that?
I'm not sure what generation I have, but it has Ertl on there.
It does have Ertl. Maybe it was. Maybe I don't know. I think Hobbyco owned them. Maybe they bought the Ertl thing too. I don't know the whole lineage at this point.
Package deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking at my 71 Monte Carlo AMT kit that does not say AMT Ertl, but next to it is the Bel Air 409, which is also a beautiful kit. That one does say AMT Ertl, but they're the same generation, I think.
Yeah. I made a complete mistake. There's people screaming right now at their whatever they listen to this on pod thing. I was wrong. It wasn't at that point in time who bought AMT and Ertl. It wasn't who did I say? Hobbyco. That was Rebel.
Hobbyco, yeah.
It was it was Racing Champions, and they called themselves RC2. Oh my goodness! Yes.
Oh, that's right. Wow. You're right.
Oh, I had to get that. I was starting to shake and shiver. I could hear them out there. You scream, "Luca, you're stupid. You're just stupid." They love to call me stupid.
So do you have an email for this podcast yet?
Yes, it's the email.
Oh, I was going to say, because if you don't, then they can't call us stupid yet.
Oh, well, actually,
some feedback would be nice.
Right. The email is, and let me see, what is the email, sirs? I've been sending you stuff on it. It's down in the description of the podcast. Let me take a look. If I vanish for a moment, I think you'll still see me, but
that's okay. Well, while you're looking for this email, I'd like to take a minute and thank my mother-in-law for being our #1 fan and giving us a 5-star rating.
Cool. Pamela, thank you so much for the curtains too.
Oh yeah, those curtains are great. You're going to see them in the next model car guys.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay,
thank you, Jason's mom-in-law.
Okay, the email is the Scale Model Car Podcast. How did I not remember that? At Outlook.com.
Matt, you totally froze up while you were saying that, so they missed everything you said.
Are you serious?
You got Scale and then Outlook.com.
Okay, the Scale Model Car Podcast.
There we go.
At Outlook.com.
Nice.
And with that, you guys, you can email us with questions or hate mail towards Chuck. Gosh, I got to get this right.
That's over here, yeah. Okay.
Chuck, Matt, Brian.
No, you blew it. Jason.
2 years of
model.
Here's a story.
It would be nice if we can get some of this stuff built up, and maybe that could turn into a segment. We could,
Oh, absolutely. Listeners' mail or whatever we come up.
Exactly.
Scale modelers' mail. I don't know.
That'll be real quick. It'll be like one person,
Right.
Probably his mother-in-law.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. There'll be a lot of those, they can tell us how we suck again type of things.
The next comment from her will be like, "Can you not talk about me so much next episode?"
Would you?
All right, Jason, do you have anything for the Northeast Model Car Report?
So, other than the shows that I kind of touched on last time, they're getting a little bit closer. Like I said earlier, I'm getting ready for the Classic Plastic Show as we speak. I've got models out that I'm trying to polish and clean up and pack up. But the first model show coming up this weekend, actually Sunday, is PatCon. That is coincidentally ties in with our topic tonight. That is an I.P.M.S show from the Patriot chapter. That is in Hudson, Massachusetts. Oh gosh, the boss is here.
Oh,
yeah. Say hi to everybody.
We're being inspected.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Felix. It's the first time you ever said hi.
Unfortunately, he can't hear. Here, come here. Listen, they'll say hi to you. Say hi to him.
Hi, Felix.
Hi, Felix.
Hi, Felix.
All right. We're doing our job.
So every 10 seconds. Hi.
All right. Sorry about that, Jason, but
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
When the boss comes in.
So that's coming up, like I said, Sunday, October 1st, Hudson, Massachusetts, at the Hudson Elks Lodge. If anybody is on this side of the country, is on the side of the country that I'm supposed to be on because I was bussed in for this show.
Yeah.
Don't
worry, there's a midnight.
Go check it out.
There's a midnight truck. It's revving right now, ready to go.
It was a sweaty ride. Wait, what?
We're still talking about car shows, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm checking my notes. I don't see that in there.
Yeah, well, it's okay. And then the Classic Plastic Show that comes up. That's next weekend. That is in Lawrence, Massachusetts, at the Elks Hall. That is my club show. So, yeah, I got a lot to do to get ready for that.
Is it always that weekend?
It's always the first weekend in October. Yeah.
All right, I'm putting that on my calendar because that's a bucket list show for me.
And on top of that, this year I've taken over the club secretary role for the club itself. So now I've got extra duties that I have to worry about. So
does that explain the new computer?
Jason, you got the legs for it too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Jason, does that explain the new microphone and camera setup that you were talking about earlier?
No. Nope. No, that has been something. So I've had this new camera and stuff for probably 6 months. I've just been staring at it, too afraid to start using it.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Until the boss came in and said, "You need to just start doing it." And she gave me the look and the shaking of the finger, and here we are. So, yeah, I mean, so right off the bat, that's the only 2 shows that are really coming up after Classic Plastic. Then there's a couple more, but I figure we can touch on those next time when they get a little bit closer.
Good idea.
Because you got to have material.
Got to have material.
Yeah.
Exactly. Got to have material.
Just don't start making up shows.
No.
What's going on with your club? This is a good opportunity. You hear about the Model Car Mafia all the time.
Tell us about the club,
you guys, man.
There's half of them are here.
Yeah.
Half of the Model Car Mafia are there. Yeah, no kidding. Well, this is a busy time for the club, because of the show.
Yeah.
And it's getting toward the end of the year. We do a Toys for Tots drive that we're getting ready to.
No kidding.
Total up the money, and then we go and we do a big shopping trip, and we donate the toys to the Taunton, Massachusetts fire department, and then they disperse the toys from there. We do that every year.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I mean it's a very good group of guys. The club has been around since the '80s. Going through a little bit of changes. Like I said, I'm stepping into the secretary role. So that ought to be interesting. I've never done anything like that before. So,
well, change is good because it keeps everything alive and flowing
and fresh. Yeah.
The stagnation that happens without the changing of the officers can really choke a club to death.
Yeah,
I can imagine how it would.
I've been part of that before. Yeah.
Have you? Yeah. So, I mean, that's basically it. I mean, other than those two shows, and we get into the holidays, it's the Northeast. There's not a lot going on up here. Till it snows.
Yeah. When it's snowing, though, you guys are all...
We're all hunkered down inside our model rooms building is what we're doing.
Yeah. That's when we're out playing, man.
Right.
Yeah. It's beautiful out here.
It's the best riding time.
Yeah, that's when all you guys come down here.
Oh, I haven't. I'm planning to, though. I'm planning to.
That's going to be fun.
That would be awesome.
We'll definitely have to do a live get-together.
Then we could do this all in person.
Yeah,
that would be cool. That'd be really cool. I definitely want to make it to a Mafia meeting, too. I got to get that tattoo, remember?
Yep.
Hey, BG,
that's a short one. That's a short one this time. Sorry, guys.
What's that, Chuck?
Are you going to get a Mafia tattoo?
I already got it. I just can't show it on camera.
Okay.
I got it someplace it's a tender area.
You can't even say what it is. That is something we'd have to bleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Cool.
I get it on the inside of my finger here, so I can just do this. Alrighty, Chuck. Do you have anything to report in the? Oh, go ahead, Jason.
I was going to say, I'm sorry. I'm not going to make anybody get tattoos, but I will bring T-shirts when I come out.
Oh, right
awesome.
Cool. I have yours hung up in the closet of honor.
You got it. You already got him.
I got it. He gave it. He gave me.
He gave you one. Oh, you don't have a T-shirt because I'm trying to work on getting him a Model Car Mafia T-shirt.
Yeah, I haven't given him.
I'm trying to work something out so that we have T-shirts again.
He didn't want the one I was wearing. Something about taco stains.
Nobody wants. Yeah, and taco stains down low and on the back too.
Well, the person behind me was from the plane. Chuck, do you have anything to report in the 3D printing world?
Yeah, actually, I do. Joel from Iceman Collections has that new 392 Hemi. You remember that? Did you see that yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really nice, man. It's actually really nice. I did a video of it, and it like a YouTube video of it, man. It's pretty nice.
Is it available
really
now?
Nice. Yes.
Okay,
also, the Vector.
Oh, the
Vector.
Vector.
You're going to build that Vector, aren't you?
That Vector is awesome.
Yeah, I've already
it
seen
is awesome.
the build up of it.
Awesome.
Is it a Vector or is it a non-Vector? I don't think he's calling it a Vector, is he?
He's calling it the Vector lookalike, the W10.
Ah, okay.
I know there's issues with Vector, isn't there?
So, I mean, I can call it a Vector. I mean, I'm not selling it, but I mean,
right.
But
it's like Andy with his Jeep.
The speaker grills in that thing is insane. If you watch my video, you can see the speaker grill and the speaker inside the grill.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Freaking amazing.
I remember seeing that when he had it here for a meeting. And I was marveling at the fact that the speaker grills were printed open, like see-through, you know?
Yeah.
And it was like, what? Crazy. It's like, dude, you're ruining the rest of everything for us.
Blew me away. I'm engrossed in this 3D printing stuff. That's for sure.
Your printer's always printing.
You know, it's actually breathing right now. It's not printing right now. I'm not printing nothing because I'm doing this.
It's breathing?
This is the first time since I've had it. It's not running.
Wow.
It's crazy.
He's constantly
So
rolling.
just to let everybody out there know, Chuck is letting his 3D printer take a breather.
Yes.
That's really nice of you.
What a nice man.
It had to catch its breath with all the printing he's been doing.
It's eyeballing me right now, like.
Like, jeez.
All right, I just pulled up that engine from Iceman. That thing is magnificent.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's crazy. Can you imagine that, like in a 70
Jeep.
Challenger or something?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome to put like a modern 70 Challenger.
I want to put this in one of the Jeep model kits.
Or that, yeah.
That's a good idea.
You're welcome, Jason.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
thinking I might have to get a hold of one.
Don't they have a 392 Hellcat engine in one of the Jeeps nowadays?
They do.
From Dodge themselves.
They're putting that Hellcat and everything, man.
Yeah.
It's like Ford and their Coyotes.
Right.
You get a Hellcat, and you get a Hellcat. And it's like, I was married to one. I don't need that. Thanks. Forgot to beep that part.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So
that and Scale Speed Garage, he keeps putting out some cool stuff for me to print. I mean, I'm a member, so the big block he did was pretty nice. You designed a big block. It was really nice.
What is that membership thing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, is that a subscription thing?
Yeah, so you pay a monthly subscription and you get a couple file packs a month, and the file packs are huge, man. I mean, you should just. I did a video on that big block that he put out. That file pack was so big, it came with the big block, the stock big block, and then it came with all these performance parts.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude.
I mean, it was a huge file pack. And Matt was like, but does it have Moroso valve covers? Well, yes, it does. You remember that? You were looking for the Moroso valve covers.
Nice.
And
it's got some
nice man, that thing's got some nice stuff in it. That guy's pretty good.
So like every month you get a couple of different things you can print?
Yeah.
Or buy the files from?
And then after 30 days you can purchase the in the archives of what he's put out throughout the time he's been open, and there's a lot of stuff in there. And it's cheap. It's not much.
Right on.
The file packs are like $8, or I don't know, maybe I'm misquoting, but they're cheap. I mean,
it's like
have a lifetime of files. Yeah.
Not tens of dollars, but dollars.
Yeah, it's just a few bucks.
That's cool. So I think I saw VCG Resin. Speaking of Moroso valve covers, I think VCG Resins is coming out with Moroso valve covers this month.
They're the same ones.
What are they?
Just about ready to say that. Josh Reese at VCG Resins has put out a bunch of stuff too, and those Moroso valve covers are pretty nice.
I have to give a huge shout out to Josh because I got an engine off of him just last week, and it is phenomenal. I showed it to.
It is nice.
I showed it to Matt the other day. It's the Ford Inline 6 with the Cobra speed parts on there.
Yeah,
that thing is
so cool.
Awesome. It is awesome. So big shout out to Josh.
Big shout out. I used one of his Chevy straight sixes with the speed parts for my Nova wagon.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
I need a Chevy straight six. I'll have to check in on that.
And they're super affordable too.
He also put out that engine dyno kit, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I need to go look at that.
And Andy put that new big block Chevy out, and that's pretty nice. And I don't know if that's part of the other big block that I was talking about, but I mean his quality it's nice.
I agree.
I have my go-to guys, and he's one of them.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I'm adding it to my list.
I've got some of his stuff. It's nice stuff.
Yeah. Scale Auto Model Works is one of the designers, and he's on Colts. So that he's got some nice stuff, man. And I know Josh goes through him too. So
that's awesome.
It's very cool.
Him and Joel, they're top of my list right now.
Yeah, they're the only two I actually get stuff from. So unless somebody wants to send me something.
Just throw it out there. You got to throw it out there. That's how it works.
It's a boomerang. It comes back to you.
And don't
Cool,
forget
guys.
to check out Scale
So
Finishes.
today's topic.
Wait, I want to.
Yes, Matt.
I got a little bit one. So I don't know if anybody's heard or has seen. So Salvino's JR models, they are dipping their toes into the IndyCar market, and
saw
should be
that.
around probably first quarter of next year. They're going to have an all new IndyCar, but Jim Rogers, the designer from Salvino's JR models, he 3D printed the test shot and put it together of the IndyCar, and it is outrageous. It is really nice. So this is going to be a hot kit. And what's cool is because they're really trying to reach out to a more worldwide market, and then the guys that are building the open wheel stuff that they're familiar with Tamiya, they're doing this in 20th scale, so it'll look really good with the Tamiya F1 cars and stuff.
Awesome.
Nice.
I think it's kind of cool. I think it's cool he's sticking with that size because there's so much infrastructure out there for that particular size.
Yeah,
exactly. I think
Studio 27, all those guys.
Yeah,
so,
and there are. I think there's some talks about getting with them to have them do some stuff for these.
Sweet.
You know they're going to. But yeah,
awesome. And if you guys want to send us a kit, feel free.
absolutely.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, you send the engine.
You gotta throw it out there.
You gotta throw it like
send the tires
way
to me.
out there.
Send the Matt.
So right. I got one more thing. I hate to keep doing this to you, Brian, but speaking of JR Salvino's, if you have an in with them, you need to plant the seed for a late model stock. That's what I want to see.
I would love to see a
late model stock.
Well, Rick Salvino, he has a thing that he says, and he says, I don't know what he says, but it's something like, never say no, or never say it's never going to happen.
Nice.
They don't know, because basically what they want to do is they want to cover over the years that they plan on staying around, and they're definitely putting it together to do that. They want to cover all North American motorsports. So they got a plan to do NHRA. They got a plan to, they did with in conjunction with West. Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
It's in the plan. It's not happening next week or next year, but it's going to happen. And they're going to
next month.
Okay, next month. Oh God, no. I'm already dead to Rick.
Excited.
There's the email that we're going to get.
Yeah. But no, they are, you never know, because look at that, that awesome modified that they did with Wes. Wes really kicked that one into gear because it wasn't going to happen. So that was really.
Wait, I didn't know they collaborated with Wes on that.
Oh yeah. That was. They did it. They designed it. I saw the prototype years ago. Jim did a beautiful job on it, and it kind of got mothballed. But Wes was the one who stepped up and basically did the financing and took the chance and said, if you guys aren't going to put it out right now, let me put it out. So
okay, that's kicking butt right now. Everybody's selling that thing.
It sells. That thing sells. I've seen so many built too. So that's a
sweet
dynamite model. And then Wes just came out with a really cool trailer to put it on.
Right. I saw that on Pappy's.
Yeah,
very cool.
Right.
Okay. Anybody else have anything to add? We can move on to the.
No, I'm done interrupting you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just. Sorry.
I
feel like I'm shedding. Okay. So now that brings us to the topic of the day, which is I.P.M.S. Why should model car guys join it?
Why?
Yeah, why?
You would have had a hard time about 10 years ago convincing me, but
go for it.
What, in a couple weeks?
Couple weeks.
I'm becoming a member. Couple weeks. I'm going to the meeting, and I'm gonna
actually you're gonna have to. It's gonna have to be this Tuesday because that's the last meeting before the show that we're hosting here.
Yep.
I got a question.
I'm being there.
Chuck, go ahead.
what's the difference between being a member like Matt is talking about, or getting a membership to join to enter a contest?
That's a good question. In order to some shows, well, you have to actually be a member of I.P.M.S nationally, I believe that is, in order to attend shows. But if you're doing something at the club level, I think it's the discretion of the club whether or not you have to be a member of the national convention. I could be wrong on that, and if I am, please correct me, because I do want to be able to get that right. But most of the times, folks will come and attend the local show here. They're not members at all. They just pay the entry fee and come in.
The couple of I.P.M.S shows
talking about?
No, that's in order to be a member of the actual local club, which is like $12 a year. Yeah, it's like $12 a year. And then you get to vote on stuff and, help make policy and all that kind of fun stuff, all that adulting.
I think I'm going to join it too, because I'm going to vote Matt out of it after he joins it, just to kick him out.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Welcome aboard, Matt. Now get out.
Yeah.
Already facing opposition.
Get your rice-a-roni at the door. So, Jason, you had something you want to add?
I was going to say, the couple of I.P.M.S shows that I attend up here, you do not have to be an I.P.M.S member to enter models. That could be on the club level, though, like you said. I'm not sure. I'm not all that familiar with the ins and outs of an I.P.M.S club or being a member. So this topic is all new to me and might change my mind on the matter by the time we're done. Who knows?
Okay. So I've been a member of I.P.M.S on and off the last 20 years or more. Been to a lot of shows that they did up in the Pacific Northwest. The club was known as OHMS at that time. It was Oregon Historic Modelers Society. Great group of guys. Made some lifelong friends there with those dudes. And once a year, we try to get up there and just see those guys again, But the shows that we would put on, because it was I.P.M.S and we're doing planes and tanks and all that stuff, we would go to McMinnville and set up underneath the wing of the Spruce Goose.
Wow.
So one of our club members had it in there with that museum. It was an amazing show. And I want to tell you, the lighting was terrible because no light comes through that wing.
Right.
It's a big wing.
It was all primarily just skylights and stuff and everything. So they did ambient lighting. But good shows, great time. And I ended up becoming club secretary for a while until I had to move back down here. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a dues-driven club, so you're gonna have to pay dues and stuff. But that dues comes back to you at the end of the year when you do like the Christmas party, go to a hotel, do the catering thing, or some clubs will just rent out a restaurant or something like that, which I think our local club is actually doing this year also. The dues go to other things as well, like buying kits for make and takes for shows. Sometimes club members will volunteer. This in the local club that we're in right now, members will volunteer to go to other small events and set up make and takes there with the kits that they've purchased or gotten gifted to them from model manufacturers. But the meetings, they're very, very structured. I think Matt's been told that several times by a friend of ours, but it's very much the president literally has a gavel, and we move from topic to topic, and then just to keep things moving, so it doesn't end up like one of our shows. But and yes, I.P.M.S is still primarily military, aircraft, and armor and all that stuff. Yeah. Cars are making such a splash in the last few years, in my opinion, from what I've been seeing going on. It's just getting bigger and bigger. Our good friend Tim Brown just did a video about his local I.P.M.S did the Region 4 show.
Yeah, that wasn't quite the video. There was a lot of cars there.
Did you see those?
And that was just the car
on the table.
Yeah.
Yes, and that was just the car. So there was also aircraft, military, sci-fi, and everything else that goes with that stuff. So I watched the car one. I was blown away. Somebody had done a Chevy Cheetah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that thing.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah,
That
I
was
texted,
nice.
I commented on that, and Tim was like, "I thought of you when I saw that." It's like nice, but
Yeah, that was cool.
cars are getting bigger and bigger and bigger in I.P.M.S,
Well,
especially on the national level.
I have been, and that's been one of my things where I've started, because I was a very anti I.P.M.S guy, and they gave me good reason 20 years ago. But and I'm not going to get into that. The thing that I have noticed with our local club too, more so, but than what a lot of the clubs, I talk to a lot of people around the country who are involved in I.P.M.S. A very good old friend of mine, Dennis, the boss Smith, over there. He is the president of his I.P.M.S. there up in the Virginia region that he's at, or whatever it's called. He's been for a long time, and they're very, very getting very welcoming of the cars, wanting more car guys involved in the club to help them. That's the whole reason why BG and I are involved. I mean, they came to our club meeting last year asking for our help to help them with the club, with the car section of that show last year, and it was great.
We had
and they were impressed with what we did, so they're like,
nice.
And that's why I'm joined. I want to help. That's my big thing, is I want to be a judge. I want to help with that show. I want to help them make that show bigger and do better. And it's been a long running show.
Yes.
I've been that show many times in the past, and the car, it was like that. So I stopped going for 20 years. I was really impressed with it last year.
So wouldn't it be cool if a bunch of us car modelers all joined I.P.M.S and pushed
exactly
the car portion of I.P.M.S, gave it a boost, and maybe help that grow?
Oh, exactly. Absolutely. That's what they need. They want it. Yep. They're asking us. Like I said, Chuck, BG, was Chuck there, or did he left?
I was there. That's what I'm trying to ask. But
go ahead.
Out of all that ballot thing that we did for the I.P.M.S about car categories, did anything come of that?
We're still working on it. It takes time.
It's coming. The wheels are turning in the right direction.
Yeah. We have car guys that are in the club that have been there since God invented dirt, and they do nothing. And they do nothing with the club. They just show up and then leave. Me and Matt are trying to get in there and get some wheels turning, get some traction on some stuff. It's a bureaucracy because of how it's structured, so it's going to take some time. But they're willing to listen to us, and that is huge.
They came to us like I said, they came to that meeting, our meeting, Model Car Mafia meeting. They asked us, "Hey, can we come and speak to your club about this?" And remember, BG, they were extremely like, what can we do? We want you to teach us. That's really what it was. Wendell, right? It was his name.
Wendell and Tim.
Yeah, Wendell and Tim, and they were like, we want you guys to teach us about the cars.
Right.
So,
and there was some there was some grievances levied that Wendell took to heart.
Yep.
And pretty much affirmed that type of stuff wasn't going to happen anymore.
That's right.
So that was good.
That's a big move. The fact that, I know in the past they were like, we have a couple of car sections at our show classes, just, to appease. It's like the redheaded stepchild. We do it because we have to, kind of thing. That was their attitude 20, 30, 40 years ago. But now they're exactly. Chuck. Yeah, now they're really, really wanting the model car guy. They were blown away by, first of all, how we did the judging. They were real compliment. Help me, BG. You know how I get all Archie Bunker with my talking.
They were very nice to us.
Okay, they were nice to us. The word is, they were complimentary. To us, how we did the judging, how the models that were on the table, beautiful models on the table, that we loaded the tables, and they were they were very pleased. They were almost like, wow, the cars are almost like stealing the show, and they were fine with it.
They were fine with
that equates more. It equates more people entering the show, bringing the cars in heavy like that, and it also will bring more car vendors to the show.
Yes.
It's already happening back east. I mean, look at you see some of them I.P.M.S shows. They're already a few years ahead.
And I just want to say, if you are a car builder and you're worried about growing this hobby in some way, definitely reach out to I.P.M.S.
Yeah.
Enter in the shows.
They've got power.
They've got power. They got pull. I mean, they're International Plastic Modeler Society, for crying out loud. That's what that's what their initials are for. And I mean, people will come from all over the world to the nationals. I mean, we had people coming from Australia when they had them here in 2018, pre-COVID, of course. But it was pretty impressive because they always do the who came the farthest thing, and people raise their hand. Oh, I came from New Jersey. I came from here. I came from there. One guy goes, "Oh, I'm from Australia," and we're like, "Okay, you win."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And the thing about the nationals, because of podcasts and YouTube channels and social media and all together. The I.P.M.S Nationals is really becoming quite the powerhouse. It's getting more important and more important in our hobby. And of course, they are wanting more cars involved, and more cars should get involved. It's a blast of a show. Everybody's starting to be, because it's getting to be such a small world. Everyone knows one another through the Facebook groups and YouTube and all that stuff. Everybody's becoming friends, man. We all know each other from all over the world, and then we get to meet at these shows, and everybody gravitates to those.
And we got one coming up in November.
Yeah, just a few weeks away. As a matter of fact, let me check my calendar here. I think I have a counter on that. 36 days.
36. Oh,
hey, here's a question. The Pomona show is that the weekend after?
Ooh, I forget when that is.
It's either after or I think it's after. I think he's
doing after the Model Zona show. I didn't know it was after.
Yeah,
because it used to be the same weekend, and I think Ron Ramsey switched it.
We have a mafia meeting that day.
Yeah, I know that. Remember one time, like our when we first started the mafia, it landed on that day too.
Yeah.
Well, because it was.
No, it was the day after.
I can't remember.
This was on Sunday.
Yeah, it is a Sunday show, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's at the NHRA Museum. Is what Chuck's talking about. That is the Spirit of Speed.
Anybody going?
I don't know. I'm not going to say yes or no on that one.
I didn't know. I thought it was the same weekend as Model Zona. So
no, it was last year. It's not this year. Okay. And really, what it is Ron is under the thumb of the.
Jason's like, "What's a Pomona?"
I tell you, Jason, if you were to come out for a show in the Southwest, that's a really good one too.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's a Ron Ramsey is a little bit under the thumb of the museum, where they kind of tell him when the show's going to. They give him the weekend.
I can imagine.
Have a lot of choice.
You know what? Our local I.P.M.S, when they used to do it at the Civilian Aviation Museum or whatever it's called, where they have the classic fighters and bombers, they were subject to that kind of stuff also.
Yeah, that's the problem with getting involved with a museum. Wow, went quiet on that one, huh?
Well, it's a commercial break.
I like museums.
Actually, I do need a break. Do you guys want to talk amongst yourselves?
Okay.
I have to go do something. I'll be right back. You guys
make sure you switch off your mic.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't.
Right.
So at least close the door.
Right. I like how he turns his chair so it blocks the camera. That's perfect. Then he can turn around petting a white cat like a James Bond villain. Hello, Mr. Bond.
Exactly.
Do you know why? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Oh, goodness.
So if you guys didn't Well, I don't think Chuck showed much of his truck, but he turned his model kit into even more of a model kit with all the cutting you're doing on your truck.
Who, me?
Yeah, on your USAC.
Oh yeah, dude. I've cut every single piece on this kit. I've cut everything. I'm even I'm gonna try to tilt the front end.
Nice.
Not the whole front end, but
the
hood.
Nice.
Yeah. I think I told Jason that.
Yeah, that's gonna be rad.
You sent me a picture
I
of
wasn't
it.
supposed to tell anybody, but I told the whole world.
There you go.
So,
well,
yeah, this rain.
You say the whole world. It's actually just Jason's mother-in-law.
Well, that's not true. That's not true. I think we got 5 views last time.
Oh, did we? I was one of them.
She's actually making a curtain to put over her screen so she doesn't have to look at us.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, they're still there.
Oh, goodness.
Still there.
Hello, police. There's some slackers on my TV.
Oh, so you said you were one of the viewers. So should I have listened to this podcast?
I was really worried about how my sound levels were, so I listened to it. Like you said, your friend had been listening to it in his truck.
Yeah.
And couldn't hear anything I was saying or whatever. So I'm like, how bad was it? So I listened to it on the speakers through my phone, and it was bad. It was bad. So
yeah.
I think it's better now.
I got this new robot sitting in front of me. Oh, here he comes.
Well, that was quick. The visual on that.
Yes,
I'm so disappointed that people are going to miss out on that.
Right.
I
was saying that
available.
Matt.
Yes,
I was saying that you're going to turn around petting a white cat, like "Hello, Mr. Bond."
If I had one, it would have happened, or at least a very light orange one, but I couldn't grab him.
That's all right. So,
you guys want to see him anyway.
I.P.M.S. Do we have anything else any more questions or anything else you want to add to that?
Well, I do have a question about I.P.M.S.
Good.
And you might know, or you remember. The last I.P.M.S. show that I went to was JaxCon.
Okay. Oh, I heard that is an amazing show.
Pretty good size show, right? The car count was equal, I think, to the other categories. The crowd, however, was bigger around the cars. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. But my question comes into play. The awards, I was kind of surprised by the fact that they do like a gold, silver, bronze style award. Is that an I.P.M.S. thing, or is that
it's kind of becoming that. Not all I.P.M.S's do that. That's a regional thing or a local thing.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how the gold, silver, bronze thing came about or how it's being distributed.
It's quite foreign to me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Are you talking about?
I don't understand it yet.
No, they instead of doing first, second, third, they do gold, silver, bronze.
Yeah. So what I did was my GTX from last year got a silver coin.
Okay.
It's like a silver medal, and they handed out a bunch of them. There was like a bunch of silvers and not a bunch of golds, but a bunch of silvers and a bunch of bronze.
In that case, it's they're talking about how it can be a situation of it's a participation award. Thanks for showing up.
Okay,
but
I don't.
No, that's
like that though.
That's no.
I agree
Let me finish. That's the criticism that's being told
Dad.
about it. That's the criticism that's being said about it.
Okay.
More people are able to attend and have and actually win an award for their projects and stuff with the gold, silver, bronze. But there are some drawbacks because it is, I think, a newly implemented award system. So there are some drawbacks. Like, let's say you have 6 cars that could have done bronze, but you only have 5 bronze medals. So somebody's going home with nothing.
Yeah.
Right. How does that work? It's kind of a weird deal.
Yeah.
Now, again, I could be a little off base with that, but that's just some of the chatter I've heard out there in some of the meetings that we've had for the I.P.M.S. because I am on the committee for the upcoming show.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing anything in the committee. I'm just observing to see if that's like something I want to be part of next year.
Yeah.
But these guys have been doing it for so long. They got their own shorthand and stuff. And I'm like, it's just nice to be here.
So for your chapter, it's undecided whether you're going to do that or you're going to do a traditional first, second, third.
We're going to still do the first, second, third. It's kind of up for debate, and I think I.P.M.S is kind of like you do it how you want to for your local or regional
Gotcha.
things.
Oh, okay.
The one we went to in Vegas just recently, that was first, second, third.
Yeah.
I get a question. I mean,
go ahead, Chuck.
Bronze, the silver, and the gold in that like first, second, and third, like the Olympics does that, don't they?
Right, but you get multiple you get multiple silvers, multiple.
Yeah.
You get one gold, or is there?
Well, so
more
I
than
don't
one gold?
know.
I don't remember.
I think there's one gold.
I was going to say,
One
at that
gold.
show, there wasn't a lot of gold medals on the table. I think there was maybe one gold medal per category, I think,
I
Right.
believe that's what
or
they
per
do.
class.
But that's how it was,
However,
though.
What's that, Chuck?
I thought that's how it was every year that I've been there. It's gold, silver, and bronze. And gold is first place, silver second, and bronze is third.
Yeah, Chuck.
Yeah, but there's
that's
only
how
one
they've
of each.
The shows that you've been going, our local shows, they're only giving out one of each at our Craig Hewitt chapter. But a lot of them are starting to turn to where they give, I think, just only one gold. You got to really deserve the gold, but they're given certain amount of silvers and then certain amount of bronzes.
Like 5 silvers and like 5 bronzes.
And I think that
category?
Per category. And I think that is supposed to help with their no sweeps problems.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Which is a whole very confusing.
That's a whole nother paint job.
It still is confusing.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, that's when Chuck runs the show.
That's when he's driving the bus. We'll get into that next week.
Stay tuned for that Titanic hitting the iceberg.
Oh boy! Get ready for that one. That might be the last the scale.
No, that'll be the most viewed one we have.
It will be. It'll be a good one. You guys,
I'm just glad I'm in my own room and not in the same room with you guys, because I think I'd get punched in the face by somebody, one of you guys.
No,
I'd punch
Jason,
you, and I agree.
No,
with you.
I wouldn't punch anybody in the face. No, that's okay. And as far as making it past, we have to make it to at least 8 episodes.
Okay, all right, we'll do that.
Is that what the number? Is somebody doing a number squares? Is somebody doing number squares on us?
On another podcast that I don't know if I can name, that I listen to regularly, they said that the average podcast fails at 7.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Well, we could easily break this one up.
If we at least make it to 8, we're a success, right?
The thing is if 4 people are listening to us, we're tenacious. We'll keep doing this because we make ourselves laugh. We're having fun.
I'll keep doing this if my mother-in-law is the only one listening to this.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I'll do this if your mother-in-law.
She just shut the curtains.
Listen, the horse could be a skeletal remains, and we'd still be flogging it.
We don't know how to stop. We just can't.
Exactly.
They could be going, please stop. Huh?
Haven't checked that email in 6 months.
What's that Simpsons meme? Stop, he's already dead. So sadly there's a little more research we have to do about gold, silver, bronze, see how that stacks up.
I've been a little confused about it, but it's starting to come into focus for me. And
to support Chuck's question, though, it is kind of confusing because our local club does have first, second, third, but the coins are actually made to look like gold, silver, bronze. Yeah. So that's confusing.
That's what it's supposed to be.
And that's what was confusing me. I was not being able to differentiate, and that's where Chuck's at right now, is where I was like a week ago.
Yes.
Right.
Gold is what's the difference? Because gold is first, silver is second, bronze is third. Well, not in the way they're doing it. Gold is gold, as in there's only one gold. So that model is
that's the king of the hill.
And then
now let me stop you.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Okay, so when you say one, there's only one gold for all the model cars?
No, just the category. So
that's how it works.
Right,
so
but
you'd have a gold, a silver, and a bronze.
Right,
but
silvers,
you can have
they give out silvers to multiple models.
Right, so you could have 3 silvers.
Got 3 silvers and 5 bronzes. Is
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does your face look like a question mark, Chuck? His face got all crunchy.
So to clarify,
I'm with you,
Go ahead.
So Chuck, to clarify, when I went to JaxCon, I brought the GTX from last year. I put it on the table next to Fred Henry's and Matthew from Model Car Videos. 3 GTXs. All 3 GTXs got silver medals.
Yeah, that's just hokey.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't get it.
It's to spread the wealth thing.
I think this is where
very different.
I don't like to say it that way, but
no. What I was going to say, where Brian was saying, it's more like a participation award.
Yeah.
Well, that's the criticism.
Air quotes. For everybody listening, I'm doing air quotes. Participation award.
Yes.
But not everybody's doing that.
If I get a participation award, you know what I'm going to do with that thing? I'm going to stick it in a Coke machine, try to get a soda at least or something.
I'll tell you what, it's interesting you say that because I do have a true to life story. Very good model builder. Dude was doing it at this time. This was many years ago. There was a show that took place here in this town, and they got the idea because they were wanting to be nice. There was no maliciousness about this, but they did awards that were called, you know, there was first, second, and third in the class, but then they had something called a novice award, and they had a couple of those they wanted, like honorable mention or whatever.
Okay.
And this fellow, I won't say his name, but believe me, you guys know him. He's actually in our club, and you guys know this guy is a very good modeler. And the model that got this was a really good model. He got this plaque, and it offended him that it said he was a novice. He goes, "I'm no novice," you know.
Yeah.
You got to be careful not to offend people too.
Yeah.
Right.
So with our club, I'm sorry. I keep talking over you, and I'm sorry. I'm going to do this.
Okay. I'm going to do this. In our in I.P.M.S, it's probably a really tough time for them right now because they are going through the transition of, do we stick with first, second, third? Do we go with gold, silver, bronze? And now you got the floodgates of the model car guys going in there, and we're all used to Brobdingnagian trophies and stuff like that, and now we're getting these challenge coins, and it's like, dude, what's up with that? What's with this gold, silver, bronze?
Yeah,
who's the best of us? You know, that kind of a thing. So
yeah,
it's a tough time to get everything sorted out. It will get sorted out. Hopefully, it'll be to everybody's liking, but you're not going to please everybody.
That's the thing. That's the thing. And when you start trying to please everybody, I think you can really create some disaster. We've seen
that. Nobody in that case, nobody's happy.
No.
Yeah, next week's going to be a shit show, guys.
Wow.
I have to remember to call in sick on that one.
No, it's definitely going to be
I have strong opinions on next week.
Oh yeah, next week's show.
Just be me in the corner going, no, shaking my head, no.
Yeah, there is strong opinions on this one.
Yeah, I bet.
Directions. It's going to be interesting because we got like, I don't know what Jason's view is on it, and we'll talk to him. I can't point in the right direction. Jason,
you don't need to because this is a podcast.
Oh, that's right. There are a couple people that watch it though. It does go up.
Yeah, I don't want to break too much into this topic because it'll ruin the next show. But
we're not. We're not going to say it, but what we are doing is we're giving for the listeners to go.
Yeah,
I got to tell everybody about this. They all got to listen.
Everybody's gonna hate me.
Oh no, they're not gonna hate you a lot.
But somebody has to do it.
Let's save it for next show. Matt's right. We're teasing for next show.
Yes.
Okay. So, any other questions other than the award structure, Jason?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Those are great questions, though. Thanks for bringing that.
Yeah.
up.
Sorry, I wasn't able to answer that any better.
Yeah. Come on. Really? I thought you were the authority. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no, my head doesn't say that.
We got that other that hat. I haven't gave it to him yet. The authority hat.
Chuck, you got anything you wanted to add to that, or any questions?
There, please.
There you go. That's
not really. I'm just boggled about the silver
Oh, that's bending his mind in half.
It is. It's a good thing. It's a good thing you've got 2 weeks to think about that, huh?
Breaking my soul. You're breaking my soul down, dude.
Are you sure it's that question, or maybe it was the mushrooms on your pizza? Those weren't right. It's got some Inception going on there.
What pizza?
What pizza? Okay.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go to bed all angry and stuff tonight.
Jeez.
Won't be able to sleep. I'll just be Chris Brian.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Let's see. So moving on. Anybody have any model show and events coming up soon that we want to talk about, other than what Jason shared earlier today? This episode. So we got the Pomona show, right? Coming up in November.
What's a Pomona?
What's a Pomona? So it's like a popsicle. It's been into the fridge. It's all fuzzy.
Oh,
we got. Let's see. We got Acme. Oh my God, we got Acme.
Oh my gosh, Acme.
I think I'm the only one in the room that's going to Acme.
You are.
I'm gonna go next year.
Yeah.
Next year. Next year's the year.
That's right. I'm house sitting for Jason next year when he's going to Acme.
Best of show next year.
Yeah.
I'll bet tacos on that. Because you don't know what you're in for at Acme, buddy.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I
especially with the new venue and stuff.
The best thing for Chuck is he needs to go to a East Coast show.
Yes, for sure.
I think it'll be really good for him.
Yes.
I think he'll really enjoy himself. He's got to let his friggin' hair down a little bit, not be so uptight.
Jason, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, Jason.
For real?
Jason.
Okay. So
anyway,
there's no brakes on Matt. There's no brakes on Matt.
It's okay. If Chuck can play at GSL, I got faith that he'll do well at Acme.
I don't know.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
I mean, come on. GSL.
I don't know.
Chuck, I think
somebody has to defend him.
Okay, you could be that. That's right. We need the guy from the Northeast to do that because
is there any question why I'm calling?
He's the only one I like here now.
And this is why I call him Samwise. Mr. Frodo.
Over your guys' side right now.
Which makes Chuck Frodo.
Oh,
exactly.
So
listen, if it wasn't for Samwise, that whole movie would have fallen apart, and you know it.
Thank you. Me and Matt are off smoking the gillyweed or whatever the hell that was. That was
yeah. We're smoking our pipe weed and eating the salted pork there.
The long weed.
The long weed.
This is my notes are all over the place.
Particularly good.
All right. Well, I guess let's go ahead and wrap this puppy up and put it into the tree.
Really?
Stay tuned next week, guys. I'm gonna drive this thing right into the ground.
Oh, jeez, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic. I can hardly wait.
Why does the Led Zeppelin album cover come to mind all of a sudden?
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, the humanity. Why did he have to say that? I'm no longer a fan of anything. Cool. Awesome.
Hey, this was a great show, though, man.
It was.
I definitely thank you, everyone who's listening.
Yes. We want to
you
thank
said
everybody.
Everyone that's listening.
One of those people.
Thank you, every 4 that's listening. I really appreciate it.
I know I'll be listening to this on my drive down to Casa Grande tomorrow.
Oh, heck yeah. You're going to Casa Grande tomorrow to Mike's.
Yeah. Chuck, you going to go?
Huh?
You going to go down to Mike's tomorrow?
Oh, I might be looking at property. So.
Oh, property?
Oh, yes. And real quick, that reminds me of something. Why I'm not going is because it was my birthday this week. On Tuesday, I turned 57. So my children's are taking me to go have some sushi tomorrow. And we're doing we're doing that. And, but what's better than it was my birthday is the fact that it is
Jason's birthday.
It's Jason's birthday right now.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
not for you anymore because Is it past midnight for you, bud?
Actually, yeah, it's past midnight up here, so it was my birthday.
Well, the show is still in it's
the future.
9:45 here, so
he's in the future.
No, we're in the past. He's in the future, so
Powerball
it's still
numbers,
your birthday,
please.
bud. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! And
thank you, sir.
Man, he sent me a picture of the pint he was down in about 3 hours ago.
Wow,
Is it good?
Nice black and tan with a shot of Tully's whiskey in it.
Oh, I was envious because I'll tell you, I'm like, my chocolate stout didn't really satisfy me now.
I forgot to bring in my beverage of choice this evening. I'm just stuck with this stupid water that I've been cleaning my paintbrushes in.
See, you can have that chocolate brown and tan, whatever. You can make it right there. Just drink the water.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to mix up some AK chocolate brown.
There you go, AK chocolate brown.
There you go.
All right, guys.
Well, it was fun. And for next week or next show, I'll have Classic Plastic Awards to talk about.
Oh,
yes.
Awesome. Yeah, that's right. You'll be able to report on the show that you'll
be the very first show report.
So I have a plan. I'm pretty sure he doesn't listen to this podcast, so I feel fairly confident in saying I'm going to try to corner Doug White and interview him.
Whoa!
Ooh, nice twist.
Nice.
If you don't win a trophy, we're blacking your square out.
Done. Yeah, let Doug know. But I don't know if he knows about this podcast. I know he's a viewer of BG's and my show.
Several of our channels, yeah.
Yeah, he watches mine.
Oh, I know. He watches
surprisingly.
Yeah,
no pressure.
Cool.
No pressure, Jason. But we have no pressure, Jason. We have Fred Henry in the back room.
He's tied up.
He's just he's pacing.
He's pacing in the wings. He's like, come on, screw up.
Oh man,
he's
warming up in the bullpen.
Nice.
All right, so how do we end this show?
How did we end it last week? I don't remember.
Why do you watch this crap?
Oh God, no.
Okay, so
Jason's gonna mime something for us. He's in a box. That's windy.
How we should end this with thank you for listening. Drop us an email at the scalemodelcarpodcast at outlook.com. And would you please give us a 5-star review?
Definitely. Please. It helps out the show.
That's Jason's job from now on.
You just got it, dude. You close the show from now on.
You know, it took us two auditions for him to land that job.
See, this is my own little way of locking myself into this podcast. The heck with you, Fred Henry.
And this will be the last podcast that his name wasn't in the intro because I got to record a new one.
Okay, so
but you better bring the monkey next time.
Let me just tell Fred he's out.
Okay,
he's already left.
Yeah,
good.
Fred out.
And I'll have a monkey for next time.
Please do.
Will you? Really?
That'd be awesome.
Okay.
God, is this thing done?
I think this horse is dead.
This is done.
All
right. Thank you all for joining us for another one of our awesome podcasts.
It's going to be getting better, I think.
Thanking you on behalf of Matt, Chuck, Jason, and myself. We'll see you all in the next one. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Bye.